Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Let me tell you something, man. Jaron Ennis and Terence Crawford. Bud and Boots is boxing brilliance. I don't care what anybody has to say. Now, Jaron Ennis tonight, I thought he was going to win. I said it's a tough one to call because I knew the crowd was Xander Zayas. Xander Zayas wasn't going to just get hit and roll over and quit. And I told people don't sleep on his fundamentals. I wouldn't be surprised if he hurt Jaron, but I still got Jaron winning. But I said don't be surprised by his technical skills and his ability to find a way to land something on Jaron. And that's exactly what happened. But you know what else happened? While I was watching the fight, I was thinking to myself, Jaron Ennis can really box. This man has fast-ass hands. He can tighten up his shots when he wants to. The way he performed tonight, I was like, who is this? I ain't never seen him look like that. That first round, I was lost for words. I mean, I was making noise on my live because that's just me. I'm talking shit. I'm animated, but because I'm a boxing fan, I get animated, right? But I'm watching too, and I'm like, Jaron Ennis is no joke, man. So I said, damn, he dropped Zayas in the first round. I'm like, wow. What the hell is going on? This fight about to end. Then what happened? Zayas was able to challenge the powers from the Puerto Rican gods. And he hit him with the adobo. Goddamn right hand. Turned Jaron Ennis into a Puerto Rican for a little bit. Had his feet all over the place like he was dancing salsa. I said, Jesus Christ. I thought Zayas had him, I ain't gonna lie. He was hitting Boots. Boots' head was snapping back. I said, damn. Yep. Yeah, he about to sing that battleship and everybody gonna have they're gonna have a ball with this conversation. Boots is a hype job. Boots is a bum. Boots. And then what happened? Boots went into that phone booth, just like Terence Crawford. And he came out as Superman. And you saw what happened the rest of the fight. Still all the respect to Zayas. I don't have no jokes. Zayas has all of my respect. But you saw what Boots did. He got hurt in the fight. And it made him more mean, more aggressive. And he beat Xander Zayas until Xander Zayas in his heart knew, I can't continue with this in his corner. He looked to his corner. That was his way of saying, save me. And the corner stopped the fight. And I said, Lord have mercy. Jaron Ennis just did what Terence Crawford did when Terence Crawford fought Mean Machine and Mean Machine hit Crawford with the bings. Crawford got hurt. He got hit, he got hurt, and he went down. He can say he wasn't hurt, he tripped bullshit. Crawford, you got clipped. And look, and I like you. But you know you got clipped. But what did Crawford do? He got up, he got mean, and he beat the shit out of Mean Machine. And to the point where Mean Machine couldn't fight anymore. Let me tell y'all something. When Crawford goes into the phone booth, we talk about it. You know I call him Southpaw Man. If he's fighting Orthodox, when he go in that phone booth and come out as Southpaw, you know the fight ends soon thereafter. And let me tell you something, Jaron Ennis is the new Southpaw Man because Crawford's gone. You know what I'm saying? They're the same. Of course, Ennis is younger, but I tell you what, let me show you something. I'm going to show y'all something. Crawford and Ennis. I know Crawford's retired, but I'm telling y'all, that's the fight. That's the fight to make. You know, I'm going to just keep telling you. That is the fight to make. Okay? Now watch this. Okay, here we go. This is Terence Crawford. 5'9", 75-inch reach. 38 years old, of course, right? But check this out. Just look at this right here. Jaron Ennis. All right, so Crawford's 5'9", 75-inch reach. Ennis, 5'10", 74-inch reach. You see what I'm saying? Terence Crawford and Jaron Ennis, all them knockouts. Terence Crawford and Jaron Ennis, they the same. They the same, man. It's like I've done videos and I said this. They say only a ninja could kill a ninja. I said ninja. I ain't say what you think I said. I said ninja, Ninja, all right? Not what you think I said, Niwwe. But really, y'all watch Kung Fu flicks? I ain't the only one grew up on that shit, right? See, a ninja go whip everybody ass till he fight another ninja. And that's what I think you got in Terence Crawford and Jaron Ennis. And I've been saying this. I got videos, go look. Only a ninja can kill a ninja. Now, I know Crawford is retired and he ain't thinking about coming back to the ring. But if he were to come back to the ring and fight Jaron Ennis, I am telling y'all, let me see something. I'm telling y'all, ain't no way in the world that I could understand somebody feeling that Terence Crawford would just run through Jaron Ennis. And I'm being honest with you. I just don't see that. You know what I'm saying? At all. I'm pulling some up right now. I don't see how anybody could think that. You know what I'm saying? I'll pull it up and show y'all later. But I'll do it. I got a bunch of videos coming, but I'll show you. But let me tell you this. I don't see how anyone can come out here and think that Terence Crawford is just he would just walk through Jaron. And I don't know if Jaron got better, in the last couple of months while he was in training camp, or if he's always been, this kind of fighter, just never had the opportunity to show it. If you listen to him, he'll tell you, man, this is what he's always been. He just never had the opportunity. But I tell you what, he is definitely showing us right now what he's all about. Because that shit he did tonight was no joke. You know what I'm saying? That shit was no joke. But it just makes me wonder, if Jaron and Crawford were to fight, how would that go? Now, I'll tell you what, you know what I think the biggest difference is with Jaron Ennis and Terence Crawford? Is that Terence Crawford is more composed. He's cool as a cucumber. And when you have a relaxed fighter, you have a great fighter. And I think the difference with Terence Crawford and Jaron Ennis would be the fact that Crawford is relaxed. He's composed. You can see Ennis, he's not settled when he's inside the ring. He knows what he can do. He knows what he wants to do. And he's going to go out there and try to execute the game plan. But he was throwing super hard shots. Wasn't necessarily setting them up, but he was so much faster than Zayas that he was able to get there. But he was throwing everything hard and sometimes rushing his shots. But again, he was able to get there because Zayas was that much slower. And once Jaron's hurt him, Zayas wasn't really trying to let his hands go because he was getting countered and shit. If Jaron fought Bud, I think only a ninja could kill a ninja. And I think they both had boxing brilliance. But I think the difference in that fight would be Terence Crawford's composure. But for anyone out there who's talking shit about Jaron and look and see what Terence Crawford would have done. Even Terence Crawford got in on the play and he talk a little shit, man. And it come with the territory with these guys. They're gonna talk some shit, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just telling you, I wouldn't be so quick to say nothing crazy about Jaron Ennis. Because what Jaron Ennis did tonight was very, very, very impressive. You know what I'm saying? Very, very impressive. Where's my profile? Okay, let me go back here. All right, here we go. Let me find out what I'm gonna show you. What he did was very impressive, man. I was thoroughly impressed with what he did. Where's that comment? Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford had everybody worked up. Let me go over here. Let me see something. Notifications. Let me show you. Crawford had everybody worked up. Because he is out here talking this trash and shit. I'm going to show you right now. Oh, right there. He says, I'm going to keep my comments to myself, but y'all get it. You know what I'm saying? And then people, like 1,000 damn comments on it. Crawford, a real superstar. He says, you went life and death with Marjamar. Bush just stopped the unified champ. So you see, people already coming out here, but Crawford had something to say. But it's competition. But that being said, all I'm going to say is, Jaron Boots Ennis and Terence Crawford, I'm telling you, they got a lot of similarities. Bud would say no. Some of the Bud fans would say no. Ennis fans would say no because they're each other's fans. With me, I don't give a shit. I don't have favorite fighters, so I call it like I see it. But boy, if they would have fought, who do I think would have won? I think Crawford would have got him. But I still feel there's something special about Jaron because they're similar, man. They ain't the exact same, but there's some similarities. But they both ninjas. And Jaron has freakish power in his hands, just like Crawford. There's something special about their hands. I would have loved to see them two fight. Because I'll be honest, I didn't know Jaron could box like that. The hand speed, man. It was the hand speed and the punch selection and the off-rhythm type style of fighting that he has and going to the body, then upstairs, body down. I mean, staying on you and you want to rest, he make you work. I mean, he was doing some shit in there. Anyway, Boots and Bud, boxing brilliance. Xander Zayas get all my respect. I'm going to talk about him right now in another video. But boy, man, I know Crawford ain't going to come back. But he sure ain't coming back after this because, I'll tell you what. Watching that, there's no reason for Crawford to come back. He's no longer in rhythm. He ain't out here thinking boxing. Jaron's thinking boxing. I just think that would be a suicide mission if Crawford came back to try to fight Jaron right now. Crawford ain't firing on all cylinders. He's firing on retired cylinders. And stay there. Once you check out, you check out. I'm retired. I've been retired 8 years. I ain't the animal I was back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Once you're retired, man, you change gears and shit. You know what I'm saying? The things I used to do, I ain't that guy no more. It's still in me, but it would take, if you put me back in the capacity for decision making, you know what I mean, with what I call break glass in case of emergency type situation, what I was used to, was normal to me. I've been removed from those environments. Things wouldn't just come instinctively. I may kind of know what to do, but I may not be able to react instinctively. I would have to stop and think and maybe, reach out and kind of say, hey, is this kind of the direction we should be going? Like before, I just knew everything just flowed. It happens no matter what your occupation is. So for Terence Crawford, I think even in training camp, I just don't think he can get himself up to be ready for someone like Boots. Boots is really locked in. But if Bud would have fought him before he retired, yeah, you got to go with Bud. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, they're a lot alike, man. And if y'all looking at that and y'all ain't seen the similarities, remember, I didn't say that the exact. And just because I said ninja could be a ninja, ninjas fight different styles. But they know certain things and they know certain things about each other because they're real, recognize real, where the average Joe can't fuck with them. You can't be out there just catching flies with chopsticks, Karate Kid. Karate Kid ain't fucking with a ninja. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of these boxers are compared to Boots and Crawford. They're Karate Kids. And these two are ninjas. Anyway, Boots and Bud, boxing brilliance. Y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.